Guys, good morning. It's Becky Bamboo. Today is Thursday, September 1st, 2011. Hard to believe it's already September. We're actually in the middle of a heat wave, which to me seems so weird for September. Um, I know we usually still have summer weather through at least part of September, but I'm so ready for fall. I think that the high being listed as 101 today kind of is weird for me. So anyway, I wanted to do a video this morning and talk a little bit more about what my plan is and how I'm going to tackle the next leg of the journey. Because I think that there's a lot of people out there who may find themselves in the same position or have already been in the same position. And I just want to document what I do from here on out. I think this is my way of getting myself back involved in this community and back involved in my life and doing what makes me happy and not worrying about what anybody else thinks. And when I say that, the thing is, I've been hearing from a lot of people recently that I shouldn't lose any more weight. And people have been saying that because of how much loose skin I have. And people are in my life are feeling like if I lose much more like fat, that's going to just accentuate even more the loose skin issues, and it's just kind of a vicious cycle. But for me, I don't feel like I think taking a break was really important for me, and kind of stepping back and not gaining weight but just not losing anymore, taking time to kind of settle with the body that I am in, and really think about where I'm at. And ultimately, that gave me kind of a new perspective on myself and gave me the opportunity to realize that I'm not completely satisfied, and I know that I have potential to go further. So I'm getting back into the groove today. I'm starting, basically, I feel like I'm kind of starting over, except that I'm not going all the way back to those liquid diet days and all that. Look at me, I'm all sideways. Hang on. I gotta fix this because it's gonna bother me. I was trying to get off of my tailbone because, I have tailbone issues now that I've lost weight. So I'll just have to suck it up and deal with it for now. Okay. Trying to get the lighting where you can see me. So what is my plan for getting back into this? I'm going back to basics starting today, and yesterday was kind of a cleansing day for me to empty out the closet and let go of all the stuff that I was holding on to that I had no business being in there in my closet. It was a very difficult day at the same time. By the end of the afternoon, I had a horrible headache, and I felt very emotionally drained, to the point when my husband got home from work, he's like, "Are you all right? Because you just don't seem right." And I said, "I'm fine. I'm just really all the cleaning of the closet today really got to me for whatever reason." And so he was so good and sat down and kind of chatted about it, and he talked about my pictures that I took. And it was kind of helpful to me that he was, wanted to talk about it and stuff. So, anywho, so today is kind of like back to square one. And I've started off with a normal breakfast for what I would have done, or what I've really been doing forever. I had one egg, and I had one piece of toast, and I eat the Sara Lee bread that's 45 calories a slice, and it's the whole grain, whole wheat stuff. Really like it. To me, it's really, really good stuff. And I use that spray butter stuff on it. Can't believe it's not butter spray. It's like no calories and doesn't really taste like butter, but that's what I use. And then I also had a glass of skim milk. And one thing that I've never followed, one rule that I've never followed, is no drinking and eating together. I tried that in the beginning. I found it very difficult, and so gradually I started to sip with meals, and I'm going to try to get away from that as much as I can now. I am still going to sip a little bit with meals because I feel like every now and then I got to rinse my mouth out, and so I'm going to do that. But then, like my skim milk I had today, I had 8 ounces of skim milk, so not even, I mean, this is a big glass, so I had just a little bit in here. And I sipped a couple of sips while I ate my eggs, and then I put the cup down and I left it for a half hour, and then I finished it. So I'm going to do my best to stick to that and not drink before meals either. I think that makes a difference in how full I stay. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. I don't know. What other things am I going to do? Obviously, it's going back to basics, back to the rules, refocusing on proteins, good, healthy, lean proteins, eating protein first. I've gotten away from that. Not entirely, but somewhat. This is probably my mom. Nope, don't know that number. So I had kind of gotten away from that a little bit, and I got pain. And it's time to get back into that. Also, I believe that fruit and veggies are equally important in our diet. I'm not one to want to just eat pure lean protein all the time. I have to have other flavors and textures in my life or I will go insane. So I eat a lot of fruit, and usually I will eat fruit with for breakfast is usually how I do it. But I was kind of getting to the point where that was my breakfast. I was eating just fruit, which is not, that's no protein basically. So I'm going to do my best to get away from that and get some source of protein in with a couple little bites of fruit or something. I don't know exactly how I'm going to work it yet, but I got to figure out a way to get protein in breakfast again, because I definitely had gotten away from that. And I think I got away from that because of work. I'd never eat breakfast before I go to work because my work schedule was like I started work at 5 a.m. and sometimes 4:30 a.m. And when I got to be in that early, when I get up and my pouch is just so tight that food does not sound good at all. And there's just like, it's no way of eating at that point. But we would take a break at about 8 in the morning and have, like, that would be our breakfast time. So I just got in the habit of eating strawberries and blueberries. I would make a little 1-cup container of cut up strawberries and blueberries, and that's what I would eat. And I would have a Baby Bell cheese maybe sometimes with that. And that's pretty much just what I was having like every day I worked. And I've been obsessed in love with strawberries and blueberries this summer. Strawberries have always been one of my favorite, but the blueberries have been really good this year. So literally from like the 6th of June until just a week and a half ago, I was buying strawberries and blueberries every single week because I was eating them almost every day. So kind of trying to break that cycle. The fruit is not as good now. It's kind of the seasons changing and stuff. So trying to break that cycle and get back into the protein. Also, water. Water's not really been an issue for me. I've always been a big water drinker, and I feel fortunate for that because I know a lot of you struggle with getting in your 64 ounces a day. Never really been a problem for me. I've just been able to do it, and probably more days than not I exceed that by quite a bit. But I feel like there's always room for improvement, so I'm going to strive to do more. The challenge for me is when I'm at work, because we're not allowed to have a water bottle sitting at the nurse's station, which I think sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. Because I'm one that, like, I sip a lot during the day, and when I can't have my bottle physically with me, then I don't drink. And so for the 8 hours I'm at work or whatever, I just don't drink. I have been trying to be better about getting myself to the water fountain and getting drinks throughout the day. But, when you're busy, you just don't have time to mess with it. So that's my only really challenge with that. But despite that, when I get off and I get home, I still have plenty of time to get in my 64. So I'm going to be shooting to do more like 100 ounces a day. I always feel better when I am exceeding 64. I think it keeps my system flushed out better, and I just in general have more energy and stuff. So there's another one thing I'm going to do to try to make myself more successful. Also, vitamins have become a real problem for me. I was pretty good the first 11, 12 months, and then the last month I've just really sucked at them. And I had a pill container that I would keep my vitamins in my pocket. I lost it. I can't find it. I've torn my house apart looking for it. And so one of my on my to-do list today is to go and find a new pill container, because I don't think I can live without having one. I mean, that's my way of keeping them with me, and that's my way of a good reminder to take them, because they're in my pocket, and you can't ignore something that's in your pocket all day long. So I got to try to get back into that. I'm actually going to also go to GNC. I've kind of gotten very sick of my calcium. I take the Bariatric Advantage Chewy Bites calciums, and I've gotten so fed up with those. I have kind of like a running order where every so often they send me new ones. I'm going to cancel it because I'm really tired of them. So I'm going to go to GNC. I know they sell some Chewy Bite kind of. They're not Bariatric Advantage. I don't know what brand they are, but different flavors of them. So I'm hoping that by doing that, that will be enough to make it easier for me to take them. My multivitamins, really not a problem. I take Probaramin. It's Probaramin. Probaramin. It's a bariatric strength vitamin. You can get it as a prescription, so if you want, you can. It's actually covered under insurance that way. So, yeah, you just have to ask your doctor for a script. They're kind of like a fruit punch flavor, is how I would describe them, kind of like a Hawaiian punch, and they're quick dissolve. They're not super huge. I mean, they're kind of big around, but they're flat, and they dissolve quickly on your tongue. So there's nothing like gritty to chew. I can't handle that gritty vitamin. So those are not a problem. I was taking the B12 nose spray, and when I didn't have health insurance, I quit because it's like $200. Yes, I said $200, and it lasts for 6 weeks, 6 sprays. That's it. The thing I liked about it, though, is you only have to take it once a week. It's real easy. So I've swapped from that to doing like a sublingual B12 tablet, under the tongue tablet. And to me, I don't think they're doing as well as the nose spray did. So now that my insurance is back, I'm hoping that I can get that covered again and can afford to use the nose spray, because that was a lot better, a lot better. If not, then I may just decide to go to the injections. Whenever I see my doctor, I'm going to kind of talk to them about that, and I think that might end up being an okay thing too. I'm wondering if they will allow me to just give myself my own injections of it, because since I'm an RN, I would think that they might allow that. I don't know. We'll see. Let me choke now. So those are the main things I'm going to focus on. Protein, water, and vitamins, and measuring food. I've gotten away from that. I've gotten into the eyeballing thing, and I think when we eyeball, we tend to eyeball poorly, let's say. I was pretty good at it at first, but I think over time that it kind of fades out, and you add a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit here. And I can definitely eat more now than I could ever before, and that scares the ever-loving crap out of me every single time I sit down for a meal and I eat, and and eat, and then I'm not full, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat some more. I think part of it is that I've like shut off that quick stop of when to stop eating for whatever reason. So I'm going to do my best to stop doing that and just start eating per portion. And I think that's going to help me kind of remember what my quick stop is for eating. So there's just a lot of things that I have recognized over the last couple weeks of things that need to change and that I'm going to change. I think some of the eating that I've done in the last couple weeks has been more emotional rather than actual physical hunger, and that scares me because that's where you get into trouble, you know. So I'm going to do my best on shutting down all that. No snacking. Snacking is gone. I don't need to snack, so I've got to get myself away from that. I was allowing myself to have, this is going to sound so bad, but they make these little Hostess 100-calorie little packets, and they're like miniatures of their like little cupcakes things. And they have the chocolate cupcake that's got like the cream in the middle and like the little layer of chocolate icing. They have a 100-calorie pack of those, and it's 3 little cupcakes, and it's like got 11 grams of sugar in the little pack. And I was having those in my lunch more frequently than not. If I'm really honest about it, it was more frequently than not. And I'm no longer going to allow myself to buy those at the grocery store. They are delicious, though. If anybody's looking for like a treat, that's a really good one. They're only 100 calories. They taste just like the real Hostess cupcakes, and they are delicious, but dangerous. You know, it's so easy when you start eating that stuff to let yourself keep eating it because it's good. So all that stuff's going away. And I'm, you know what, the thing is I'm more excited. I'm finding that I'm more excited about getting back into what I was doing and being successful. And I liked that feeling that I got from making good choices versus just, oh yeah, whatever's fine. You know, that has become too easy for me to just say, yeah, whatever's fine. Whatever you want to eat is fine. Because it's not fine. It's not healthy. And I feel a difference in my body over the last couple weeks of doing that, and I don't want to slip any further than this. You know, I've been lucky that I haven't gained any weight, in my opinion, because of eating things like the 100-calorie packs and going out to dinner and not ordering grilled chicken versus fried chicken and things like that. I definitely haven't been as good at ordering and eating out, and I need to get away from all of that. So I'm really excited to just be back onto the normal bandwagon and taking control of me again. I do feel like I've been out of control the last 2 weeks, and I want to shut it down. I just, like I said yesterday in my cleaning out closet videos, I refuse to believe or allow myself to believe that I will ever be 400 pounds again. I refuse to let it happen. And when I start to see changes in my behavior, it's time to take control and stop it. And I'm glad I'm equipped with the tools to allow me to do that. And I'm also glad for you guys, because doing these videos and talking about what I'm going to do and what I've done today and what I will do each day, it's good accountability. I mean, this keeps me from like going and eating a cupcake or whatever right now, because I know I've just told you guys this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm going to do. You know, like it just keeps me from going astray again. And I have to say, for those of you who don't make a lot of videos, keep that in mind. Keep in mind how helpful this community can be for accountability. I think that's part of why I had the success that I had my first year of losing you know, 230 pounds or whatever, is because when I say I'm going to the gym, I feel like I've told you guys that, and I must hold myself to that. And when I say I'm not going to eat this, I must hold myself to that because I've told you that. So it's really good accountability, and it keeps me in check. So I'm so thankful for it. I'm so thankful for all of you. And for all of you who have left comments over the last few videos I've done, thank you so much. It makes me feel so good to realize that the support has never left, that you guys have always stood strong in this community, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. I really, really am. So anyway, that's kind of my game plan. I know this is a long video. I apologize for that, but I needed to put out my game plan of what I'm doing, back to basics. You know, protein, water, vitamins, big, huge players. Exercise has not been a problem. I've continued to do that. I will continue to do that. That is a part of my life permanently because I enjoy it. That's not one that I struggle with. I don't really struggle too much with going to the gym. I have a day here or there where I really just don't want to go. And there are times that wins out where I just don't go. But more often than not, it's not too hard for me to remind myself, you look the way you look because you work out. So I have a little friend who came to see me, and he's taking over. Look, he's so big. He's taking over the armrest and the remote control. Jerome? Jerome. What are you doing? You gotta say hi? Why you look so mad? My animals are so funny. Alright, so that's it for me. I'm going to be hitting the gym pretty hard today. More training for my 6K. I'm getting pretty nervous about that. I'm very anxious. Kind of just wish it was here and could get it over with kind of deal. Other than that, I don't know what else is going on, but I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.